I'm Manuel Hernandez and welcome to Norwich City Central.
Hello everybody, Lewis, Norwich City Central. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a really big last couple of days in the world of football. It's taken all the mainstream headlines and it's been really, really dramatic. Norwich have been promoted to the Premier League. It's been brilliant, hasn't it? In this video, it's going to be a match preview talking about the Norwich versus Watford game, going through Watford, going through Norwich, and then predicting the team. It's as simple as this: as Norwich win the game, they go up as champions, and it was a real good night Saturday night. It was a promotion party. Yes, the result was a defeat, but who cares? It was a really good party. The players certainly didn't care come full time, and it's as simple as this: if Norwich beat Watford, we go up as champions with 3 games to spare, which is just remarkable. And even if Watford do beat us, the gap's cut to 5 points, and Watford still have Swansea and Brentford to play. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. And in this video, before I talk about Watford and Norwich and the situation, I do want to quickly talk about the European Super League, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section about it. I might do a full video on the European Super League, so I keep it brief, and like everyone, I'm in complete disagreement with it. And I've looked at some of the, I mean, the European Super League is based on an American model. When you look at the NBA and the baseball leagues, it's almost a closed league where there's no promotions, no relegations, and it's an American model. But football was founded on the European model, the highs of promotion, which Norwich have seen, and the lows of relegation, which Norwich have seen. Norwich have seen the highs and lows on many occasions, and that's what football is based on in this country. And I've seen a lot of Sky interviews, and don't get me wrong, Sky are some of the people who have perpetuated a lot of inequality in football with some of the money, but I just disagree with this model of football. No promotions, no relegations. Of course, this Super League, you can read up on it. They want to have teams in a separate league, or all the best European teams, I say the best European teams, in a separate league and to play midweek games. And it has huge ramifications. There's talk that maybe the Premier League are going to get rid of the top 6 teams. That there's talk that these players are not going to be allowed to play for their national countries and the Champions League. So it has huge ramifications. But for me, my big issue with it is the Premier League is founded on the idea, and the European model is founded on the idea that anyone can be anyone, and you can be a small club and you can rise to the top. Of course, money talks, and the teams who always win the Premier League are the ones who have got the most money. But look at Leicester a few years ago. They won the Premier League and they definitely didn't have the most money. So for the fact for these owners, American owners, to come around and say, we're creating our own league, it's just silly, it's a joke, and it's disgusting. And I completely disagree with it. I can come up with a 30-minute video with this European Super League if you guys want to hear it, but I'm going to stick to Norwich. But in terms of what is happening, I completely disagree with it. But if these top 6 teams go off and do their own thing and don't play in the Premier League, who knows, we might see a European tour of some sorts with Daniel Farke. But football's very much up in the air at the moment. And looking at the day, it was a fantastic Saturday night, all the celebrations, Delia Smith getting among it as well. And yes, she's an owner who doesn't have a lot of money, and there'll be some people who want new owners, but we've seen lots of new owners come into clubs and they don't care about the community. And you've seen Sheffield Wednesday get deducted points, Derby, Sunderland. There's so many instances where owners have come in with a high net worth and it's not worked out for them. Of course it can do, money can do, and communities can be transformed even if someone doesn't live there, but it is a big risk. And I think we're lucky to have someone like Delia at the club. And the promotion party was excellent, wasn't it? In terms of this game against Watford, it's a title decider. Norwich sits 8 points clear of Watford with 4 games to go. That means, as I said, if Norwich win this game, they get the championship title, which will be absolutely incredible. So that's a big incentive. But there's a big incentive for Watford as well. They sit, as I said, second. They're 6 points clear third, and they're going to be desperate to go into the Premier League, whatever form it's going to be in next season if the European Super League does go ahead. And they've got a tough run in. They've got us, they've got Brentford, they've got Swansea, and this is a huge game for them. So they're going to be up for it. Watford are coming off the back of a 1-0 defeat to Luton, a really poor defeat for them. Collins scored a goal in that game. And Watford's danger man is probably Sarr, isn't he? He's a 30-40 million pound player. And he's one of the better players in the Championship. He's got pace, he's got raw talent. And they're a really good team. Watford's new manager came in on Boxing Day. Watford versus Norwich was the first game he played in, and it was a really tough game for Norwich. It was a 1-0 defeat. So Watford are the second best team in the division for a reason, and it's going to be a real title decider, this one. Of course, if Norwich lose, I still think Norwich are going to go on to win the title, but it'll be really sweet to beat Watford and do it at Carrow Road. As for Norwich, as I've mentioned, the Bournemouth game, you can forget about it because we had a red card for 10 minutes. Not really fair to analyse it. The promotion scenes were just brilliant, weren't they? To see Kenny McLean have a few too many drinks was great to see, and all the brilliant celebrations was fantastic. There's so many videos on the internet where you've got Todd Cantwell running out to the fans, which is brilliant. You've got Daniel Farker doing more renditions of LA, and you've got all those player celebrations, and of course Delia as well. It's just great to see it, and the players deserve it. We've been absolutely brilliant this season. That loss at Carrow Road was our first in 6 months. There's so much there's so much good going on at this football club at the moment, and it's brilliant. And it started from Stuart Webber working on the route, and yes, we've got the fruit in Buendia and Pukki, who we'd love to keep at the club, but the fundamentals are getting the academy right, getting the recruitment right, and that's what Norwich have done. And I'm over the moon at this football club, and let's hope we can get the championship title against Watford, because that would feel really, really sweet. In terms of the predicted XI, if the players have recovered from their hangover, which I'm sure they have, maybe not Kenny McLean though, Tim Krul in goal, best championship goalkeeper without a doubt. That back four, it's really interesting to see what's going to happen with Janulis. We have appealed the red card. Don't know whether it's going to be successful, so I'd go Sorensen, Owen Bamidele, Grant Hanley and Max Aarons. Grant Hanley's got a little bit of a knock. Daniel Farker's hopeful Grant Hanley plays, and so am I, because we haven't really got any other options there. The two central defensive midfielders, Kenny McLean and Oliver Skipp. Oliver Skipp's been fantastic, and with Tottenham sacking Jose Mourinho, I say sacking, Mourinho obviously quit the club over the Super League potential plans. Maybe Oliver Skipp can stay with Norwich one more year. I certainly wouldn't mind that. Oliver Skipp has been the best central defensive midfielder I've probably seen play at Norwich. He's been absolutely brilliant this season, and no complaints if he wins Player of the Season. Kenny McLean's been absolutely excellent as well, and I just hope he's recovered from his hangover. There were some really odd celebrations there, if you guys seen the video, but he's been excellent. That front three, Cantwell, Dow and Buendia. Buendia got his 13th championship goal of the season, and yeah, he is our player of the season in my opinion. He's been phenomenal, and he's the best championship player. Kieran Dow through the middle and Cantwell on the left. It's really good to see Todd Cantwell's celebrations. And up front, you can see Jordan Hugel's name there, and you might be thinking, Lewis, why have you missed Pukki? Well, press conference has come out, and Pukki is very much a doubt for this game, and I feel like Pukki's going to miss this game. He took a knock on his knee. He's a doubt, and I think it's a good opportunity for Jordan Hugel to play. So that is my team to face Watford. This has been a monumental season, and goodness knows what's going to happen next season with Norwich. Of course, we're going to be in the Premier League, which is fantastic. Are Norwich going to play the top 6 teams in the Premier League? Who knows what the future holds for football, but I think yesterday when the announcements came through, greed was at the forefront, and it's really, really sad to see, because it's going to have huge ramifications on the football pyramid. And when there's so many smaller clubs going bust, and you see these billionaires coming out of these new plans, it's just stupid, and it's a joke. But Norwich City have been promoted to the Premier League, and a great opportunity to get another bit of silverware. And what a community and what a football club this is. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section. Norwich versus Watford, a chance for Norwich to win the championship title. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.